Alright guys, what's up? So I'm back after the holiday period. I hope you guys weren't too annoyed that I was gone for about 3 weeks there. But anyways, we're back to doing the movie news, so let's get stuck in. The first topic we're talking about today is that there have been multiple media outlets reporting different things about Jeremy Renner. Now, we all know he was involved in a crazy snowplow accident over Christmas in which something happened with his leg and he ended up going into hospital, and he was in the intensive care unit for quite a long time, and there wasn't really any message out from him or his team, so people were getting quite worried. But then eventually he put out a message saying that he will work hard to recover, and there's a lot of recovery to do, but he said that he would recover. However, some news outlets have reported things like he may possibly need amputation, or the leg may possibly never be the same again, therefore he can't act in the same way and possibly wouldn't be able to be in Marvel. Now, these reports are sort of all over the place. I feel some people are pulling at strings, some people are basing it off some fact, but maybe spinning it to be a better narrative for a video or something. However, the major news sites have all reported that it's just a tough injury and it's going to be a long road ahead for recovery, but they're all saying that they're a bit more optimistic that he will recover. But because of this clash of news, we don't really know who to believe, and we don't really know the truth of the extent of his injuries. Now, I'm going to go through the possible outcomes of this and what could actually happen. Now, obviously, worst case scenario is that Jeremy Renner can't act, ever again, can't act in Marvel, especially where you're doing stunts. You're doing a lot more, bigger things with your body that you need your body to be firing on all cylinders for. Whereas if you have a really bad leg, or obviously if it needs to be amputated, you're not going to be able to do the things in Marvel. So that's worst case scenario. Best case scenario is that he recovers kind of within a few months and gets back to filming. Now, personally, I don't see that happening. From what I've heard about the snowplow accident, it ran over his leg and he ended up losing blood circulation to the leg for some time because it took a while for the ambulance to get there in the snow. So I'm thinking a minimum of 18 months recovery. He was in the intensive care unit in ICU for quite a long time. That's never a good sign for a fast recovery. So what I'm basing my money on, what I'm thinking will happen, is that it'll take about a year and a half for him to recover and get back to filming movies. Now, where does that leave Marvel? So, the good thing here is they just put out a series. So that just came out. There's a little bit of leeway in time that they don't probably need him. They've tapered down his character somewhat because they're bringing in the new Marvel characters and wanting to base more content around them. So the older age Marvel characters, Marvel actors, aren't being used as much anymore. So Marvel aren't in the worst position. I think their biggest fear is that he wouldn't be able to act anymore. That's what some news outlets are reporting, however, I don't believe it, but that is probably Marvel's biggest fear. I don't think they're too worried about the recovery time. Of course, they're going to be there to support Jeremy Renner, but I do think that they probably had a little bit of leeway anyways. Maybe it'll push things back a little bit, but I don't think it'll push things back too far. I mean, the industry works really fast nowadays, so if it does take him a year and a half to recover, that places him at filming in around 2024, in which they would film for maybe 2 months, edit, get it out by early 2025. So we're just looking at probably a 2-year period where we won't see a Jeremy Renner in a Marvel film or Marvel series. Now, I guess that's a little bit of a long time, but I don't think it's as long as people anticipated because they probably pushed back a lot of his stuff anyways. They're looking to do other things with new Marvel characters, so I don't think it's the worst thing in the world for Marvel. However, I do know that it would be horrible for Jeremy Renner because at the end of the day, he wants to work, it's his job, so I feel sorry that he's going to probably have to take a long time to recover. However, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you think happened? Which articles do you believe? Because we're seeing some crazy things thrown out there. Now, I don't completely believe them, but we never know, they could be true. So let me know down below what your thoughts are. Hope you guys liked the video. As always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on my next video.